Hey guys, what's up? We've got a great video lined up for you today as we're putting two plus-size phones head to head, the Samsung Galaxy S25 Plus and the iPhone 16 Plus. Both are big, premium, and kinda similar looking, but which one's actually better? Let's break it down. Oh, and please do subscribe to the channel so we can keep making more videos like this one. Okay, so both phones look nearly identical to their predecessors. The S25 Plus has completely flat metallic rails along with a flat glass front and back. It's also slimmer at 7.3 millimeters and lighter at just 190 grams, making it more compact and easier to hold compared to the iPhone 16 Plus. The iPhone, on the other hand, is still one of the best built smartphones out there. The matte side rails and frosted glass back not only feel rich, but also keep smudges at bay, something the S25 Plus struggles with. The iPhone 16 Plus also ditches the mute slider for an action button, and there's a new camera control button that makes snapping pics and tweaking settings without tapping around on screen. As for colors, both phones offer some nice options. Our Galaxy S25 Plus in silver looks super classy, while the iPhone 16 Plus in ultramarine has its own Gen Z charm. Both phones are IP68 rated for dust and water protection and feature vertically stacked cameras, but the Galaxy S25 Plus has 3 lenses while the iPhone 16 Plus just has 2. Now, more lenses don't always mean better photos, and I'll talk about the camera performance later on, but first, let's check out these displays. Both have 6.7-inch screens, both are super sharp, and both have excellent colors. However, the iPhone 16 Plus is still stuck at 60 Hz. And for a phone in 2025, that's kinda disappointing. Samsung's higher 120 Hz refresh rate just makes everything feel smoother. Plus, the S25 Plus is also a bit brighter outdoors than the iPhone 16 Plus. The S25 Plus also gives you a bit more screen real estate thanks to its tiny punch hole camera, while the iPhone 16 Plus sticks with its signature dynamic island, taking up a little more space up top. When it comes to haptics, I didn't have a strong preference. Both phones deliver great feedback and feel equally satisfying to use. Alright, let's talk about performance. The big news this year is that Samsung finally ditched Exynos for the S25 and the S25 Plus. Now, both models run on the Snapdragon 8 Elite for Galaxy, while the iPhone 16 Plus comes with Apple's A18 chip. Of course, I did run some benchmarks. On Geekbench, the A18 scored higher in single-core performance, which wasn't surprising since Apple has always led in this area. But when it came to multi-core performance, the Snapdragon 8 Elite pulled ahead. We also ran 3D Mark Wildlife Extreme to test the GPU, and the best loop score was much higher on the S25 Plus compared to the iPhone 16 Plus. That said, the stability wasn't as good because Samsung tends to throttle the GPU to keep temperatures in check. Now, in terms of real-world performance, I didn't notice any heating issues on either phones. In fact, the S25 Plus now has a larger vapor cooling chamber, 15% bigger than the one on the S24 Plus, which helps it stay cooler during extended gaming. Speaking of gaming, I ran Genshin Impact on both phones and they averaged around 59.9 FPS. So they're equally impressive, especially with those large displays making the gaming experience even better. For most people though, the daily performance is what really matters. Both phones are fast and smooth when it comes to app launches, multitasking, and general use. But again, the iPhone 16 Plus is stuck at 60 Hz, which makes it feel slower even though the A18 chip is technically very powerful. Now, on the S25 Plus, you get One UI 7 based on Android 15, and on the iPhone 16 Plus, you get iOS 18. Both companies promise long-term software support. Samsung offers 7 generations of Android updates and 7 years of security updates, while Apple will also give you around 6 to 7 years of updates. But which software experience is actually better? Well, considering that the iPhone is actually my primary phone, I hate to admit this, but I've enjoyed using the S25 Plus a lot more. The experience is smooth throughout, and more importantly, it's not buggy at all, which is something I can't say for iOS 18. Another reason why Samsung software feels better is thanks to Galaxy AI, which is now in its 2nd year. Features like Circle to Search and Note Assist are actually useful, but what I really like about the S25 series this time is that Google Gemini is now the default assistant when you long press the power button. This is something I really appreciate because I can just ask it anything directly and it'll give me a proper answer right there. Compare that to Siri, which will either just show web search results or ask ChatGPT for permission every time you try to use it. Another feature I really liked in One UI 7 is the Now bar, which is very well implemented. You can have multiple live activities running at the bottom of the lock screen and even control your music app from there without unlocking your phone. As for Apple Intelligence, the summarized notifications and notes features are decent, but it still feels like a work in progress. In fact, many of Apple Intelligence promised features haven't even rolled out yet, making it feel a little bit incomplete. Battery capacity is another factor separating these phones. The iPhone 16 Plus comes with a 4674 mAh battery, while the S25 Plus packs a slightly larger 4900 mAh battery. In real-world use, both phones lasted about a day and a half with regular usage, but in a more demanding 3-hour YouTube streaming test over Wi-Fi at full brightness, the S25 Plus dropped to 86%, while the iPhone 16 Plus dropped to 85%. So battery life is pretty close. That said, the silicon carbide batteries that other smartphone makers are using would have been a good fit for the S25 series, but even without it, the S25 Plus is holding up pretty well. Now, when it comes to charging speed, Samsung has a clear advantage. Using a 45-watt charger, the S25 Plus charged fully in 70 minutes. Meanwhile, charging remains the biggest Achilles heel of the iPhone 16 Plus. It can reach 50% in 35 minutes, but a full charge takes around 120 minutes, which isn't great compared to the competition. Now, one thing worth mentioning is that all the S25 series phone, which includes the S25, the S25 Plus, and the S25 Ultra, are all Qi 2 ready. This means they can take advantage of the latest Qi 2 wireless charging advancements, but only if you buy a Qi 2 enabled magnetic charging case separately. Now, I wouldn't necessarily call this a game changer because the wireless charging speed is still capped at 15 watts and Apple's MagSafe goes all the way to 25 watts. Now, when it comes to cameras, the Galaxy S25 Plus doesn't bring any hardware upgrades over the S24 Plus. It's the same triple camera setup with a 3x optical telephoto lens. Meanwhile, the iPhone 16 Plus sticks to its dual camera system. The S25 Plus still outputs 12 megapixel photos, while the iPhone 16 Plus captures 24 megapixel shots, and the difference is clear. The iPhone 16 Plus retains better detail and sharpness even at 2x sensor crop. However, Samsung pulls ahead when zooming in at 3x and 10x, as it delivers sharper images with more detail. Samsung's colors are more vibrant and boosted, while the iPhone sticks to a warmer tone by default. HDR is solid on both, but Samsung lifts shadows better and Apple's ultra-wide lens is sharper, especially in low light. The iPhone also wins in portraits with better skin tones, though Samsung's 3x optical zoom helps with tighter and detailed shots. Portraits from the front camera are more subjective. The S25 Plus delivers vibrant shots making images pop, while the iPhone 16 Plus sticks to its more natural look. However, Samsung tends to boost colors unnaturally. My green hoodie, for example, looked turquoise. Both phones offer portrait video. iPhone's cinematic mode has better quality, but Samsung's edge detection is sharper. Samsung also has the edge with its 4K 60 FPS log recording, which is missing on the regular iPhone 16 models. If I had to pick a camera system, I'd probably go for the iPhone 16 Plus for its point-and-shoot reliability and sharper detail. More importantly, the iPhone 16 Plus has seen a very decent price drop from its original launch price. As of filming this video, you can grab the iPhone 16 Plus from the Imagine online store for an effective price of 75,900 rupees, including cashback offers. At this price, it's an even more tempting deal, so I wouldn't be surprised if many people lean towards it. But without a doubt, Samsung has the upper hand in both performance and AI. The S25 Plus is also a step up from the S24 Plus thanks to the upgraded Snapdragon chip. So if you're not locked into Apple's ecosystem, the S25 Plus, once it becomes a better deal during seasonal sales, could be a great option.